Hello guys, so we are back again, and in this session we are going to start a new topic, that is finding the nth derivative of rational expression and logarithmic functions. But before starting with the session, hope you have subscribed our channel so that we can bring more engineering content for you guys. Now let's begin with the basic things which you should know about the rational expression. All these things you should already know from your class 11th and 12th, but there may be some students who don't know these things, so I'm, for their understanding purpose, I'm teaching these basic things. Okay, first we will study we will study about rational expression. What is rational expression? What is rational expression? Okay, what is rational expression? We will study this thing. Let me change the pen color so that you should have now the definition of rational expression is as follow. A rational expression okay is a fraction in which both the numerator and the denominator are what? Polynomial function. So you can say polynomial expression nothing but is just a function r in terms of x. Okay, where r of x is nothing but a function of p by x upon q of x, and these both are what? Polynomial function. Okay, so hope you understand these basic things. And it is what? It is a fraction value. Okay, fractional value. Now let's begin with the next thing which you might know or don't know, so I'm telling this. There are two types of rational expression. Okay, the first one which you will study is what? Proper rational expression. What this means? It means a rational expression in which the degree of the numerator polynomial is less than the degree of the denominator polynomial. Okay, let me write a rational expression in which the degree of the numerator polynomial is less than the degree of the denominator polynomial. Okay, so this is the definition. Now what we will see some examples of it, so that you can have better understanding. For example, take this 3 upon 2x minus 1. Okay, or you can take x upon x square minus x plus 1, minus x plus 1 or you can take x plus 3 upon x plus 1 into 2x minus 3. So here you can make out that numerator degree is always less than denominator degree, right? So this was what proper rational expression. Now what you will study is next is second time, which is second word is improper rational expression. What are they? Now here a rational expression in which the degree of numerator polynomial is greater than or equal, okay, clear, listen it out, greater or equal, okay, then the degree of denominator is called what? Improper rational expression. Okay, let me write it. A rational expression in which the degree of numerator, what degree of numerator is greater than or equal to the degree of the denominator okay. So here you should make out that whether the degree of the numerator is greater than or not. Now let's take some example so that you can have better understanding. The example are x plus 2 the whole upon 2x minus 1, or the second example is x cube minus 2x if we take this, and take x square minus x plus 1, or take x square plus 3 the whole upon x plus 1 into 2x minus 3. So these are improper rational expression. Okay, so these are improper rational expression. Now we will see some basic things. Now you might ask me, what is the process to convert these type of improper rational expression? You have to do nothing but you have to just divide this with this, and then you can write, okay, you can write this thing in terms of this, then it will cancel out. What you have to do, you have to take, okay, you have to take this one x plus 2 divided by what? 2x minus 1. Then you will be able to express this thing x plus 2 in terms of, okay, numerator is equals to dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, so using that you will simplify this. Now when we will see example, we will do that here, because here solving the example will just increase our time. So when we come across this type of improper rational expression, I will definitely tell you how to deal with that, okay, the process of dividing it and expressing the above. Okay, I also have given you hint now what you have to do, but for the timing you can understand it, you have to divide it and then express it using dividend is equals to divider into quotient plus remainder, this one. Now the numerator one. Now what we are going to do, we are going to see the basic working rules which you will apply when you solve or find nth derivative of rational expression and logarithmic functions. What is the first, okay, steps to solve these type of problems? Okay, so the steps which we will see are, if a rational expression is improper, using polynomial long division, write it as the sum of polynomial. Okay, so what is the process? If they listen, the step is what I have told you. If the rational expression is improper rational expression, then write it in proper rational expression using long chain division rule. Which is nothing but our normal division, and convert it into sum of a polynomial and a proper rational expression. So what I meant, that when you divide whatever function, if you divide suppose some y with x, you will express this y upon x, you will express this y in terms of some x into x plus z. So what will happen here, that here it will become 1 plus 1 and here it becomes z by x, but the uniqueness of this is that this part which will be what proper polynomial function. Okay, this part will be proper polynomial function. That is the uniqueness of this, and this will be nothing but okay, simple number or polynomial. Okay, now with this now let's do the second thing. Second thing is what? Resolve proper rational expression into partial fraction. Resolve what? Proper rational expression into what? Partial fraction. Right? After doing this, what formula which you have to apply here you have to apply this ax plus b. You have to find the antiderivative of this. What was the formula for this? It is nothing but minus 1 power n into m plus n. Remember, minus 1. Okay, factorial into factorial a power n, the whole upon what was the next thing? It was nothing but m minus 1 factorial into m ax plus b, the whole upon m plus n. So this was the formula. This was the formula for dn upon dx power n of this. Now let's move on further. Now there may be one thing which you will study after getting proper rational expression, how you have to apply this formula. Okay, so when you have proper rational expression you have suppose, okay, and here you have to express it into partial fractions. Then for this format, it is nothing but a partial fraction format. So for this partial fraction format, you have to express it into partial fraction. How you will do it? So suppose you have some f of x upon x minus a. You have studied this in integration, x minus b. How you express it in partial fraction? A upon x minus a plus b upon x minus b. Second type which you must have seen was what? F of x upon x minus a the whole square, x minus a the whole square into x minus b is equals to a upon x minus a plus b upon x minus a the whole square plus c upon x minus b. Okay, after this we are going to write the third one, which you might have seen, that f of x upon x minus a the whole square into x minus b the whole cube, a upon x minus a plus b upon x minus a the whole square plus c upon x minus b plus d upon x minus b the whole square plus e upon what? X minus b the whole cube. So you have to go until you reach the max power. So this was the all the things which you need to study before solving or solving the problems of what nth derivative of what rational expressions and logarithmic function. Now we are done with this session. In the next session we are going to what take questions on nth derivative of rational expression and logarithmic function. Okay, so till then revise all the questions and these concepts which you need to be very perfect in it, because these are your older concept and they should not become a barrier, okay, in your engineering mathematics. That's why you need to learn them, okay, or revise them if you have forgotten. So with this, see you in the next lecture. Thank you for watching the lecture.